So I want to talk about something. I've been taking this organic vegan product for almost a month now, and I'm not vegan. But I want to talk about this because, there are definitely still like our meat lovers in the world, and like there's so much controversy around diet and around veganism and around our planet and what we can do to better our planet by, decreasing the amount of meat products that we consume. But I just want to kind of go over like my story a little bit because it's really interesting. So I was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis when I was 15 or 16. And during that time, I remember my doctor told us, eat whatever you want. It doesn't matter what you eat. And don't push it with the exercise. Like don't do anything too strenuous because you'll hurt your joints. So I remember in high school, I was actually kind of happy because I also have exercise-induced asthma. So in high school, I was like, this is great. I don't have to do sports. I'm just going to like stick to like the easy things. And I ate whatever I wanted. I ate all the dairy, all the, whatever we had at home, I just ate it. Fast forward when I was 23, I got to a point in life where I couldn't walk. Like my arthritis and my flare-ups were so bad that I literally couldn't get out of bed. It was like there were just mornings where I couldn't get up. I had to call into work. I couldn't get up, and I couldn't use my toothbrush because I couldn't hold it. My fingers were so swollen that I couldn't hold my toothbrush. So I got extremely depressed, and I just started to my self-talk was terrible. I was just like, well, I'm never going to be able to have the life that I want to have. And at the time, I was also taking the medications prescribed by my doctors, which was naproxen. What else? There was Enbrel, which is an injection I would give myself in the shot in the stomach, a shot in the stomach. And I would also give myself methotrexate, which is a really, really high dosage steroid. And you should hear the side effects of these freaking medications. Like, I had to get my eyes checked every 4 months because one of the side effects was loss of vision. And then, of course, like liver failure, heart failure, kidney failure, all the failures. And I'm taking this medication to help relieve me of pain. So, yeah, I had gotten to this point where I was miserable. And I remember nights where I would literally just like, because I was in so much pain, I would just take a Percocet, drink a glass of wine, and like that would be my relief. And sorry, I'm like really hot. And one day I woke up and I was just like, okay, I can't do this anymore. Like, I can't live life this way because I'm not living it. And I was tired of just how down I was and just like I had no hope for anything in my future. I was like, I'll never run, I'll never jump, I'll never dance again, I'll never be able to have children because I won't be able to play with them. I won't be able to do anything. Nothing. And so one day I was like surfing around on the internet and I was trying to find like remedies for like rheumatoid arthritis, and I found this lady who had written this little 200-page book about how she cured her arthritis. And so I ordered it. It's like $5, her little personal story, and I read it, and it was all about diet. Like the whole thing was about like what you put in your body. So I remember at that time I was like, okay, time for extreme measures. I'm taking myself off this medication. Like, this is bullshit. I'm done with this. So I took myself off of everything, cold turkey, and I started to change my diet. I removed dairy because dairy is inflammatory. I removed certain vegetables because they're nighttime vegetables, and yeah, you have to look into that, but like certain vegetables can cause inflammation. I switched my diet to, I removed meat. I didn't eat a whole lot of meat before, but I removed it. And I started eating just like fish, rice, lentils, beans, all the veggies, all the fruits. And all of a sudden, I was able to walk again. I was able to stand again and hold my toothbrush again and do my hair again and these things that I couldn't do before. So then I was able to start going to the gym again. And I started to get active, and I started to take care of my body, and I started to feel really good. I started like weightlifting and doing all these things that made me feel so, so good in my body. And I was able to like have a life. And a lot of people don't know this about my life because I don't talk about it very often. So that was great, but the problem that I still have always had is the anemia. And like when I was in high school, I remember I'd go to school, I'd come home, and I'd go to sleep. And I remember my mom and my stepdad would be like, Sabrina, get out of your cave. What are you doing? You don't need to be sleeping right now. Why are you sleeping? Like this, like, why is she sleeping? And I was like, I'm tired. Like, I am so tired. And, you know, over the course of, you know, years discovering like how anemia works and like how it affects people. Yeah. Like I was just always tired. Like, and that's something that I've always dealt with. I've always been tired. Like anybody who knows me knows that I can sleep and I can sleep easily. I'll go to bed and I'll pass out within like 10 minutes and nothing will wake me. And I also can sleep for like 10 plus hours and love it and feel so just great about it. It's a lot of sleep. But that's just been my life because I've always been anemic. So I was vegetarian from the time that I took myself off the medication till almost a year ago. So almost a year ago, I decided, hey, this diet, something's not working here because I'm still tired all the time. Like I'm so exhausted all the time. So I was like, maybe I need to reintroduce meat. I crave it, so I'm gonna give myself sick because I almost had to get a blood transfusion because my red blood cell count was so low. I got so sick. I went to the ER and they were like, I was like borderline needing a blood transfusion because it was that bad. My anemia was that bad. So I started eating meat, and I also bought these like, I actually really love these one pills I got from Australia that are like, I mean, if meat's a part of your diet, like there's like liver and like different organs. It sounds gross, but that's what I took at the time, and that helped a little bit. Like I was like, okay, like I feel a little bit more energetic. I feel better when I eat red meat. And it was like, oh my gosh, and I have missed this taste. So there was that, and I thought that I would just continue with that path because that was kind of helping a little bit, but I was still like tired a little bit. Like I still struggled with being sleepy. So that's why coffee has always been my vice because I'm always tired. So it's like, I didn't know I had a coffee thing. I just was like, oh, I just love the flavor. No, it's like, it actually has kept me going through the days, and then I crash and then I need more. I think there's people who can definitely relate to that. So then I start this product almost a month ago, and I'm thinking to myself, yeah, like it's vegan, and like they talk about like, you know, slowly like taking yourself off of the things like meat, dairy, caffeine, alcohol. So I'm like, oh, this is like, yeah, whatever. Like, we'll just see what happens. And what's interesting is I haven't even craved those things. Like my cravings for those things don't exist anymore, which is just so strange. And my energy is through the freaking roof. Like I don't understand how I feel this good every day. Like I've never felt so much just natural energy throughout the day. Like I don't need naps anymore. I don't need 10 hours of sleep. I like 7's like great. You know, I go to bed at a decent hour. I wake up like naturally in the morning, and it's like, I've never done that before. Like, it's always been like, Sabrina can sleep till noon if you let her. Like, because I'm just always tired. But I wake up literally every day, like early, and it feels good. I wake up with energy. This is just blowing my mind. I'm literally just blown away because I have dealt with this like my whole life. Like, Macy, you can reach out to me if you want this magical stuff. It's real great. But yeah, I just figured I just live with this stuff for my whole life. Like I just was just like, this is my life. Like, yeah, I feel good because my diet's like significantly better than it was, you know, almost 10 years ago. And I exercise like kind of regularly. I'm trying to get back to that. But you know, the little things like the swelling and the inflammation from having rheumatoid arthritis is something that I've always had, especially in the wintertime. I've had this knuckle that is like always swollen and always huge. And I am like, it's gone down. It's not as big anymore. Like, here's my knuckles. See? This was like twice the size a month ago. Like, what? And I feel phenomenal every day. And I don't crash during my day. And I'm not tired and sleepy and needing naps and like not being able to function because I'm always tired. I'm getting what I need. I'm just blown away. So, wow. I just wanted to share a little bit about like me and my story and like my health and what I've had to deal with and how incredible it is now because I feel like everybody deserves to feel this amazing. Like everyone deserves this. Like just wow. Anyways, I am like overflowing every day with so much gratitude because I have never felt this good in my body. Never have I felt this good. Like, I feel incredible. So, if you would like to hear more about this, just reach out. I'd love to share it with you. It'll change your life. And it speaks for itself. Like, yeah, life-changing. It's so good. It's so good. And I'm saving money. And I look real good naked. Oh, it's great. All like the perks, the energy, like I feel like I'm just overflowing. Okay, I'm done talking. I could go on like literally forever about this because I'm seriously just so freaking excited about this. But that's all. I hope you enjoyed my story. Have a good night, everyone.